Hello and welcome back to tidbit number 4 of my mini episode series. Mini, not so many. I've just been really breaking down the processes of everything I like to do. Excuse me, I'm eating Taco Bell, not sponsored, but I wish it was. In the last video, I did say that I was going to be getting to highlight and blush, but I felt like that is a very important step, and I want my eyes to get done first. And a lot of people have been asking about just a simple, like almost contoured, but also kind of shiny look. So I'm going to do a simple look using the same contour kit that I used with my face for the darker colors and for the lighter colors as well. And then for a shimmer color, I'm going to take my Kylie I Want It All palette with the Birthday Girl shimmer, which also happens to be one of my absolute favorite shimmers of all time, as well as her confetti highlight that I use for my eyes and shimmers. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I only really need, I guess three brushes for this. I do have a lot more brushes for eyes, but you really don't need that much. You need just a regular brush to put your crease colors in. Not too fluffy, but also not too thin. You do, however, want a smaller brush to put your color in. You want a big blending brush to blend in that color, and you want a smaller smudging / blending brush as well. So technically 4, small color brush, big color brush, small blending brush, big blending brush. And that's about it. You really don't need too many. So I'm going to go ahead and take my bigger one and put a primer on. That's very important. Just, with your fingers. You can put it on your eyes or your fingers first. It really doesn't matter, but it is important to keep it to stay all day, to make it stay all day. English, I cannot anymore. I had chem lab today, so I am kind of brain dead at the moment. I'm not really a big fan of my teacher. Classmates are great, just teacher kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go see that base color is too tan, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a base color from this as well. I really wouldn't think about the base color, even though that's a very important step for me. Let's go ahead and go with the buttercream frosting, because it is that lighter color that I like to do on my lids before I put the rest of it. Now, I do have to point out something from a couple weeks ago. I have my friend Daisy talked to her followers on her video, English, once again, can't do it, about how she learned the base color step from me, which I like to say thank you so much, Daisy, for mentioning me on your YouTube channel. It means a hell of a lot, and I am very thankful that you did. As she was saying, I'll put her link in the description below to her channel. It was the yellow smoky eye. That was a great idea. Putting a base color will bring out your color so much more than you think. Just by putting that color, it also blends it so much better. But another important part in that step is your primer. Whether it's just a normal face primer, which is okay to use if you don't have a select eye primer. That I just happen to have one because I bought it. But if you don't have one and you don't want to go buy one, even if they're like the drugstore ones, you don't need one. You can just use your regular primer that you use on your face, on your lids. Any kind of primer, whether it's this one or any kind of brand you like, will work, but it will really keep that base color that you just used down so much. And that base color, obviously, as she says in her video, go watch it please, it emphasizes the color of your eyes. So I love that she took that word of advice from me. However, for those of you who also want to take my word of advice, get primer too to put it under. It just makes it stick and last. Enough with that rant. It's already 4:20. Blaze it. We're gonna go ahead. I'm just kidding. Don't. Christian channel. We're gonna go ahead and take that medium shade that we're using on our contour. If you haven't seen that, go see it in the last video. And we're gonna use that as a transition shade, and we're gonna tuck it into that corner right there. It may take a couple shades because we have that thick base coat, but this is just supposed to be a simple, quick eye look. Sorry about the not so quick rant that I just did. So we're going to tuck that in real nicely. Not too much. You don't have to go over it too many. It's just a transition color. And then we're going to take our big blending brush and go in with that light shade that we've been using and blend that out and up. So just blending that color up will give you that depth that you were hoping for in this really simple look. You of course can go over as many times as you want with both of those colors. It just depends on how deep or dark you want your eyes and how much time you want it to take. This obviously didn't take very long, but you are just going to continue blending as in the rest of my videos. To know when you're done blending, not only does your hand have to be tired, but if you think you're done, just keep blending. That's the worst that can happen. You can have extremely blended eyeshadow. We're gonna go ahead and go in, I guess, with a smudger brush, and go into this really dark color right here, just to really deepen that contoured eye. Now, some people talk about contouring their eye and then putting the eyeshadows on. I don't suggest that because that's just powder on powder on powder, and your actual powder on your eyeshadow is probably going to end up fading before the day's up, and you're just going to have a weird wonky looking colored eye. So you're either going to contour your eyes or you're going to put eyeshadow on, or different eyeshadows on, although this contour is technically eyeshadow. So you just want to really deepen that crease and then go in with the big blending brush and blend that crease out to give it that dramatic depth that you were hoping for. And this one as well. I haven't put any product on the brush. I haven't dipped it in anything just yet. I did want to blend out the darker color first. But I'm going to take this lower color right here, which is something we have yet to actually dig into, at least on the channel, and we're going to blend this little line right there in the contour color of your eye. Now, what I have yet to actually show on camera that I actually have been doing is setting spray. The setting spray is a very important step throughout each. I know I'm just telling you this, it's like, Cameron, this is like the 4th, 5th one in. Like, why didn't you just tell us before that? I forgot. Okay, I forgot. But it's just good to keep setting spray on you at all times. So we're gonna go ahead and do the under eye real quick with the smaller one, and we're gonna take that transition color that we used and a little bit of that darker one, and just alright, now that that's on, I'm going to go ahead and take the smaller smudge brush and this bottom color right here and blend that to fill. The last thing you want is some random stuff in the rainbow. Sorry, Christian channel. Random lines on your ender. Alright. And now we're going to take just that last shimmer color that I was talking about. We're going to just go ahead and do Birthday Girl and take the smaller brush, spray it a little bit. It's never bad to get the brush right before shimmers or metallics. This is more of a shimmer actually. And we're going to tuck that into just the actual lid. Other than the corner of the crease, we're going to tuck that into the lid. Just to give it that little shine moment. Hello, birthday girl. What? I guess I'll actually blend it, but cool. And then the other eye as well. And a little bit to drag into the other eye as well. And take the bigger blending brush, dip in it just once, and just lighten it up to make it blend more into the rest of the colors. 2 once, and out. Even with shimmers, you can blend, but that's something most people don't do. And then it is just about it for that. We're also going to put some mascara on, which you will get to see my process. It's not very hard, it's just curling the lashes. I don't do an eyelash curl or anything like that. I really have already curled and lifted eyelashes. They're just blonde, so you cannot see them. So we're gonna go ahead and just put the first layer on. I like to do at least 2. This is the gifted 24-hour Jungle Amazon Clay Smart Mascara, which I do love. I think the thing I love most about it is that it's not waterproof. I do have my like drugstore waterproof mascaras, but I don't really like them because they will stay on for days, and I like to take my makeup off when I'm done. And when I'm done with makeup, I won't always take it off. I don't want a shit ton of mascara on because that's how I get styes easily. I also like to go on the top layer and then pull back up. And if you get a little bit on your actual eye, don't worry, you can always just blend it out just so slightly so you can even see it. If you get some on your under eye, once again, not that big of a deal. Blend it out slightly and apply it. Alright, and there's that. And before it completely dries, I do like to take like the end of my brush and just shimmy it up just to put it in the direction that I really want. You can curl it if you like to curl, however, I don't really trust myself with a fucking machine. Christian channel freaking. And it really just open up your eyes just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side as well. For this part, there isn't a lot of talking because it does take a lot of focus for me to not get it everywhere, so. Alright, and then just with the same brush, push it up where you want it to go. Some touches if you want. And that will just about be it. I'm gonna let it dry just ever so slightly and put maybe a little bit of more coat on each eye. Alright, and that will be it for the contour eye portion. Just a simple shimmer kind of everyday eye look. Nothing too dramatic, just a little bit of mascara, just some mascara and a little bit of contour on the eyes. And that will be, I think, it for the, I want to say, 4th portion of this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this little mini episode. And I hope you tune in for the second and last one, depends on when I want to do my lipstick. If I want to go extravagant or simple. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.